The Nintendo Switch has become a haven for fans of Japanese role-playing games, JRPGs, offering a wide variety of titles that showcase the genre's rich storytelling, strategic combat, and immersive worlds. Here's an introduction to 16 of the best JRPGs you can enjoy on the Nintendo Switch, each bringing unique gameplay, captivating narratives, and unforgettable experiences that will transport you to extraordinary realms. Persona 5 Royal is an expanded and enhanced version of Persona 5, the critically acclaimed JRPG developed by Atlus. Released in 2019, Japan, and 2020 worldwide, Royal introduces new characters, story elements, locations, and gameplay mechanics, making it the definitive version of the game. You play as a high school student falsely accused of a crime, sent to Tokyo on probation. By day, you balance school, friendships, and part-time jobs. But by night, you become the leader of the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, a vigilante group that uses a supernatural realm called the Metaverse to change the hearts of corrupt individuals. Persona 5 Royal delivers a deep, emotional, and stylish RPG experience, blending turn-based combat, a rich social system, and thought-provoking storytelling. With extra content, enhanced gameplay, and new endings, it's the ultimate version of Persona 5, a must-play for JRPG fans.
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today.
Going, while my flame still flickers.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a massive open-world JRPG developed by Monolith Soft and released in 2022 for the Nintendo Switch. As the third main entry in the Xenoblade Chronicles series, the game brings together elements from previous titles while introducing a brand new story set in the war-torn world of Ionios. The game explores themes of war, destiny, and freedom, following two warring nations, Kiev and Agnes, whose soldiers are locked in an endless cycle of conflict. Amidst this chaos, 6 unlikely heroes band together to defy fate and uncover the truth behind their world. The world of Ionios. Ionios is a land where two rival nations, Kiev and Agnes, are trapped in an eternal war. Soldiers are artificially created and live only for 10 years, spending their short lives fighting for their respective sides. The war is fueled by flame clocks, which drain energy from fallen enemies to sustain their colonies. Amidst this endless cycle of death, a mysterious force intervenes, setting 6 soldiers from opposing sides on an unexpected journey.
Are suffering, crying out for whatever help will hear their plea.
Unicorn Overlord is a tactical role-playing game developed by Vanillaware and published by SaGa, released on March 8, 2024, for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X/S. Set in the war-torn continent of Fevrith, the narrative follows exiled Prince Elaine as he assembles allies to liberate the nations from the oppressive Zenwaran Empire. The game combines strategic army management with real-time combat, offering a modern take on classic tactical RPGs from the 1990s. The game takes place in the continent of Fevrith, a land divided into 5 major nations. For generations, these lands thrived under their own rule until the Zenwaran Empire, led by the ruthless General Valmor, launched a war of conquest. The once great kingdom of Cornia falls under imperial rule after a devastating coup. Prince Elaine, heir to the throne, is forced into exile as a child. The world falls into oppression and war, with Valmor's army ruling Fevrith with an iron fist.
Long, long ago, the world was terrorized.
Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Definitive Edition is an expanded version of Dragon Quest XI, developed by Square Enix and released for the Nintendo Switch in 2019. This version includes new story content, orchestral music, 2D mode, and voice acting, making it the ultimate way to experience the game. The Luminary's Fate. The story follows a young hero, known as the Luminary, who discovers he is the reincarnation of a legendary warrior, destined to save the world of Airdrea from an impending evil. On his 16th birthday, the hero learns of his fate, and leaves his quiet village of Cobblestone to seek answers in the kingdom of Heliodor. Instead of a warm welcome, he is branded as the Darkspawn, a supposed harbinger of destruction, and is imprisoned. After escaping with the thief Eric, the hero embarks on a time's journey to uncover the truth about his destiny and the mysterious Tree of Life, Yggdrasil. Dragon Quest XI-S delivers a grand, emotional adventure, blending classic turn-based combat, heartwarming storytelling, and a beautifully crafted world.
partner.
Veronica, mighty magician, can keep up with you any day.
On an epic paper adventure in
Paper Mario. The Thousand Year Door is a beloved RPG developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo for the GameCube in 2004. A remastered version is set to release for the Nintendo Switch in 2024, bringing enhanced visuals and quality of life improvements while maintaining the charm of the original. The game blends turn-based combat, puzzle solving, and platforming, wrapped in a storybook-inspired, paper-crafted world. It follows Mario on an adventure to uncover the legendary treasure hidden behind the Thousand Year Door, facing off against the X-Nauts and other villains along the way. The mysterious map and the Thousand Year Door. The adventure begins when Princess Peach sends Mario a treasure map, asking him to meet her in the town of Rogueport. However, when Mario arrives, Peach is missing, and he soon learns about the legend of the Thousand Year Door, a mystical gateway said to contain an unimaginable treasure. To unlock the door, Mario must find 7 crystal stars, scattered across the world and hidden behind trials, puzzles, and powerful foes.
challenges. The versatile Mario can slip through.
Sea of Stars is a turn-based RPG developed by Sabotage Studio, released in 2023. Inspired by classic JRPGs like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, it blends modern gameplay mechanics with nostalgic 16-bit aesthetics, offering a rich narrative, engaging combat, and stunning pixel art. The game is set in the same universe as The Messenger, but tells a standalone prequel story, focusing on 2 destined heroes who wield the power of the sun and moon to fight an ancient evil, the Children of the Solstice. The story follows Zale and Valere, 2 young warriors known as Solstice Warriors, individuals born during a solar and lunar eclipse who are trained to harness the power of eclipse magic. Their duty is to defend the world from the Fleshmancer, a dark sorcerer who creates monstrous creatures known as Dwellers, corrupting the land. To stop the Fleshmancer's growing influence, they must embark on a grand journey across mysterious lands, seeking to unlock their full potential and prevent an apocalyptic catastrophe. Sea of Stars is a love letter to classic RPGs, combining a heartfelt story, strategic combat, and breathtaking pixel art.
Allow them to capture any more of the
Fire Emblem Engage is a turn-based strategy RPG developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch in 2023. The game follows a new protagonist, Atelier, as they awaken from a 1,000-year slumber to battle an ancient evil known as the Fell Dragon, Sombron. With emblem rings that summon legendary heroes from past Fire Emblem games, Engage combines classic tactical gameplay with a fresh new story and a colorful cast of allies. The Divine Dragon awakens. The game is set in Helios, a continent once saved from destruction when the divine dragon Lumera and her allies sealed away the fell dragon Sombron. Atelier, the child of Lumera, has been asleep for 1,000 years and awakens with no memory of their past. Soon, Atelier learns that Sombron's forces, the corrupted, have returned, threatening to plunge Helios into darkness once more. Fire Emblem Engage delivers strategic battles, an epic fantasy story, and nostalgic connections to past Fire Emblem games.
The others.
Venge! Then I'll help you get it.
Shin Megami Tensei V. Vengeance is an enhanced edition of the original Shin Megami Tensei V, developed by Atlus and released on June 14, 2024. This version introduces significant new content, including an additional story route, new characters, and gameplay improvements. Shin Megami Tensei V. Vengeance is an expanded and enhanced version of Shin Megami Tensei V, featuring 2 distinct story routes. Canon of Creation, the original SMTV story, where the protagonist navigates a world caught between law and chaos. Canon of Vengeance, a brand new storyline focused on revenge, featuring new factions, characters, and darker themes. The protagonist, a high school student in Tokyo, finds themselves caught in a war between gods and demons after an earthquake transports them to a post-apocalyptic wasteland known as Dayats. In this desolate world, the protagonist merges with Aogami, an enigmatic being, to become a Nahobino, a powerful entity forbidden by divine law. As they explore Dayat, they uncover the truth behind Tokyo's fate and the eternal battle between angels and demons. Monster Hunter Rise is an action RPG developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Switch and later released for PC. Originally released in March 2021, it is the latest installment in the popular Monster Hunter series. In Monster Hunter Rise, players take on the role of a hunter who must protect the village of Kamura from mysterious and powerful monsters. The village of Kamura. The story begins in the Kamura village, a peaceful settlement that has been thriving for generations, known for its beautiful landscapes and unique hunting traditions. The village is protected by skilled hunters who are tasked with slaying dangerous creatures that threaten the community's survival. In Monster Hunter Rise, players embark on an epic quest to stop the Rampage and protect Kamura village, slaying huge monsters along the way. The Rampage. The central conflict of the game revolves around a mysterious event known as the Rampage, where monsters suddenly become increasingly aggressive, attacking the village with unprecedented ferocity. As a newly promoted hunter, the player is tasked with defending Kamura from these massive attacks, ensuring the village's safety, while uncovering the truth behind the sudden spike in monster activity.
Page on our hands.
Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven is an enhanced edition of the classic 1993 RPG Romancing Saga 2, developed by Square Enix. Released on October 24, 2023, for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC, this version introduces modernized graphics, improved gameplay mechanics, and additional content while preserving the original's charm. Set in the Avalon Empire, players assume the role of the Emperor, a position passed down through generations. The narrative unfolds over multiple eras, each with its own protagonist, as the Empire faces challenges from the Seven Heroes, formidable adversaries threatening its stability. The game's structure allows players to experience the Empire's evolution and the ongoing battle against these legendary foes. Romancing Saga 2. Revenge of the Seven successfully blends classic RPG mechanics with modern enhancements, offering a deep and immersive experience for both veteran players and newcomers.
Everyone, form ranks!
Enough!
Form ranks!
A desperate.
Live Alive is a remake of the 1994 Super Famicom RPG, developed by Square Enix, formerly Square, and released for the Nintendo Switch in 2022. It's a unique and experimental game that tells its story through multiple characters across different time periods and genres, each offering distinct gameplay mechanics, narratives, and atmospheres. Live Alive presents a non-linear narrative structure where players experience 7 different stories across various historical, futuristic, and fantastical settings. The game is divided into these chapters, each with its own protagonist, environment, and set of challenges. Live Alive offers an unforgettable RPG experience, blending diverse genres, unique narratives, and innovative gameplay mechanics. Live Alive was praised for its innovative structure and artistic direction, as well as its ability to experiment with different storytelling techniques and gameplay genres. Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy is the direct sequel to Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, developed by Gust and published by Koei Tecmo. Released in 2020 for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and later for PC, it continues the journey of Ryza, a young alchemist, as she embarks on a new adventure to uncover the secrets of the world. Atelier Ryza 2 follows Ryza, who is now a more experienced alchemist, as she sets off to explore new lands and unravel mysteries that could change the course of history. The game takes place 3 years after the events of the first game, and Ryza returns to her hometown of Kirken Island, where she reunites with her old friends. However, her curiosity soon leads her to a brand new journey involving lost legends, mysterious ruins, and a magical fairy named Philia. Atelier Ryza 2. Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy offers an engaging and immersive RPG experience that blends alchemy, exploration, and action combat in a vibrant, expansive world.
Boy, oh boy.
Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is a remake of the 2007 action role-playing game, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, originally released for the PlayStation Portable, PSP. Developed and published by Square Enix, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion was released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC in 2022. This updated version features enhanced graphics, revised voice acting, and various gameplay improvements, bringing the beloved prequel to Final Fantasy VII to a wider audience. T-Crisis Core. Final Fantasy VII Reunion takes place 7 years before the events of Final Fantasy VII and focuses on Zack Fair, a young and skilled soldier in Shinra Electric Power Company. Zack is an enthusiastic, yet often naive, member of Soldier and Elite Division within Shinra. The story delves into Zack's relationships, particularly his bond with Cloudstrife, the main protagonist of Final Fantasy VII, Aerith Gainsborough, and other iconic characters from the Final Fantasy VII universe.
Gave birth to the man we know as
Fate/Samurai Remnant is an action role-playing game developed by Koei Tecmo and Type Moon, released for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. Set in the Fate universe, the game transports players to feudal Japan, offering a fresh take on the popular franchise's Holy Grail War, blending samurai combat, mythology, and Fate's signature magical elements. Fate/Samurai Remnant takes place in an alternate timeline within the Fate series. The story introduces players to a new version of the Holy Grail War, called the Samurai War, which takes place in 17th century Japan during the Edo period. Unlike the usual modern-day setting in other Fate entries, this version of the Holy Grail War is rooted in feudal Japan's samurai culture. The Samurai War. The Holy Grail War is a battle between 7 masters and their servants for the ultimate prize, the Holy Grail. However, this iteration of the war has a unique twist. Participants summon legendary samurai warriors from Japanese history rather than the typical heroes from Western mythology. Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero is a role-playing game, RPG, developed by Nihon Falcom, and is part of the long-running Trails series within the larger Legend of Heroes franchise. Originally released in 2010 in Japan for the PSP, it was later ported to various platforms, including Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PC, and others. In 2022, the game was remastered and brought to Western audiences for the first time with The Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero now available in English. The game is a part of the Trails saga, which is well regarded for its deep storytelling, world building, and complex character development. Trails from Zero is set in the city of Crossbell, a semi-autonomous region between 2 powerful nations, Libel and Calvard. Crossbell finds itself in a delicate political situation as tensions rise between these 2 countries. The plot centers on a special police force called the Special Support Section, SSS, a newly formed team tasked with solving various incidents and problems in the city, although their true purpose is largely viewed as a political tool by the government. Pokémon Legends. Arceus is an action role-playing game developed by Game Freak and released by the Pokémon Company and Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch in 2022. It represents a major departure from the traditional Pokémon formula, offering a fresh and innovative take on the long-running Pokémon series. Set in the ancient past of the Pokémon world, Legends, Arceus explores the origins of Pokémon in a vast open world, blending traditional RPG elements with new mechanics. Pokémon Legends. Arceus represents a significant evolution for the Pokémon franchise. It introduces innovative gameplay mechanics, a compelling open-world experience, and a rich narrative set in the past of the Pokémon world. For players seeking a more immersive and exploratory Pokémon adventure, Legends, Arceus offers a unique and engaging experience. Whether you're a veteran Pokémon trainer or a newcomer to the series, this game provides an exciting and fresh perspective on the beloved world of Pokémon.
Member of the Galaxy Expedition Team, an organization research begins at a base camp from which you'll embark on excursions.